In the chilly January air of 1863, amidst the muddy banks of the Arkansas River, a pivotal chapter unfolded in the annals of the American Civil War, the Battle of Arkansas Post, also known as the Battle of Fort Hindman. As the Vicksburg campaign loomed large on the horizon, Confederate forces toiled tirelessly to erect a formidable bastion known as Fort Hindman near Arkansas Post. Their efforts aimed to thwart any Union advance along the strategic waterways of the Arkansas River. Meanwhile, in the Union camp, tensions simmered as Major General William T. Sherman, a stalwart figure in the Northern Army, departed for an expedition against Vicksburg. Notably absent from Sherman's ranks was Major General John A. McClernand, a controversial figure whose absence stemmed from a lack of trust from higher command. Undeterred by the discord, McClernand seized the opportunity to lead his own expedition, setting his sights on the coveted Arkansas Post. Despite the disapproval of Ulysses S. Grant, McClernand pressed forward, his determination unwavering. As Union infantrymen trudged through the rugged terrain, they faced a formidable adversary in the entrenched Confederate defenders. The air crackled with anticipation as McClernand's forces encircled the fort, preparing for the impending clash. With the setting sun casting long shadows across the battlefield, Union cannons roared to life, unleashing a torrent of iron upon the Confederate fortifications. The earth trembled beneath the relentless barrage as McClernand's men braced themselves for the onslaught to come. As dawn broke on January 11th, the Union launched a daring infantry assault, their bayonets glinting in the morning light. Amidst the chaos of battle, McClernand's forces surged forward, inching closer to the Confederate stronghold with each passing moment. Yet the path to victory was fraught with peril as Confederate artillery exacted a heavy toll upon the advancing Union ranks. Amidst the smoke and fury of battle, McClernand's resolve remained unshaken, his eyes fixed firmly on the prize that lay just beyond the horizon. Then, amidst the cacophony of war, a hushed silence fell over the battlefield as white flags of surrender fluttered in the breeze above the Confederate ramparts. Despite the confusion that ensued, the outcome was clear. Arkansas Post had fallen into Union hands. In the aftermath of victory, as the smoke cleared and the wounded were tended to, the significance of McClernand's audacious gambit became apparent. Though initially met with skepticism, Grant could not deny the strategic importance of the Arkansas Post campaign. Thus, amidst the shifting tides of war, McClernand's star rose ever higher, his leadership and valor earning him a coveted promotion to Corps Command. Amidst the tumultuous currents of the Civil War, Colonel John W. Dunnington emerged as a figure tasked with a critical mission: to fortify the vulnerable reaches of the Arkansas and White Rivers. With Confederate defenses in the region teetering on the brink, Dunnington's appointment as commander of river defenses on September 28, 1862, marked a turning point in the struggle for control of vital waterways. Surveying the rugged landscape, Dunnington identified a strategic location near the settlement of Arkansas Post, a point where the Arkansas River carved a sinuous path through the surrounding terrain. Here, perched on the river's edge, he envisioned a bastion of Confederate strength. Fort Hindman. Nestled just a quarter-mile north of the village, Fort Hindman stood as a sentinel, its square-shaped fortifications bristling with the firepower of 3 heavy guns and a complement of lighter artillery. Across the river, General Ulysses S. Grant marshaled his forces, intent on seizing the strategic prize of Vicksburg. In a flurry of strategic maneuvering, Grant's gaze turned towards the Mississippi Central Railroad, his army poised to strike at the heart of the Confederacy's defenses. Yet amidst the grand designs of war, discord simmered within Union ranks. The ambitious Major General John A. McClernand, eager to carve out his own place in history, found himself at odds with Grant's cautious leadership. Despite McClernand's fervent aspirations, Grant entrusted the pivotal task of leading a naval operation against Vicksburg to the seasoned General William T. Sherman. As Sherman's forces embarked on their journey down the Mississippi, McClernand found himself sidelined, his dreams of glory deferred. Meanwhile, Confederate cavalry raids disrupted Grant's carefully laid plans, forcing a hasty retreat as Sherman's men clashed with Confederate defenders at Chickasaw Bayou. As dawn broke on January 4th, McClernand, emboldened by his newfound authority, marshaled his forces into the formidable 13th and 15th Army Corps, each division a testament to the Union's unwavering resolve. Yet lingering beneath the facade of unity lay the seeds of discord, as Sherman, burdened by the weight of past failures, harbored resentment towards those he deemed responsible for his tarnished reputation. Across enemy lines, Confederate Brigadier General Thomas J. Churchill, with his ragtag band of dismounted cavalrymen, braced themselves for the Union onslaught. Armed with little more than carbines and shotguns, Churchill's men stood as a testament to the grit and determination that defined the Confederate cause. As the stage was set for a clash of titans, the fate of Arkansas Post hung in the balance, poised on the knife's edge of history's judgment. Amidst the swirling fog of war, the echoes of past grievances mingled with the cries of battle. As Sherman and McClernand embarked on a collision course with destiny, their fates intertwined amidst the blood-soaked fields of Arkansas. As the Union fleet stealthily navigated the winding waters of the Arkansas and White Rivers, a sense of anticipation hung heavy in the air. McClernand's formidable force, a confluence of 30,000 infantry, 1,000 cavalry, and a formidable array of 40 cannons, embarked on a daring mission to seize control of Arkansas Post. With Morgan's corps poised for a direct assault, and Sherman's forces orchestrating a flanking maneuver, the stage was set for a showdown of epic proportions. As dawn broke on January 10th, Sherman's men, weary yet resolute, completed their disembarkation, their eyes fixed upon the distant silhouette of Fort Hindman looming on the horizon. Across the river, Morgan's brigade, led by the intrepid Colonel Daniel W. Lindsay, assumed a defensive stance, their resolve unyielding in the face of impending conflict. Yet amidst the chaos of battle plans went awry, as Sherman's flanking maneuver encountered unforeseen obstacles. Undeterred, McClernand seized upon a more direct path to victory, rerouting Stuart's division to bolster the Union advance. With the Union fleet unleashing a devastating barrage upon Confederate positions, the thunderous roar of cannon fire echoed across the battlefield. Amidst the chaos, Churchill, recognizing the perilous position of his forces, made the fateful decision to withdraw from the outer line, only to find himself ensnared in the crosshairs of Union artillery. As Morgan's men surged forward, the Union line swelled with the arrival of Stuart's division, their ranks bolstered by the arrival of Smith's forces on the left flank. Yet, amidst the fervor of battle, confusion reigned, delaying McClernand's long-awaited assault. As dusk descended upon the battlefield, the Confederate stronghold lay battered and bruised, its defenses crumbling beneath the relentless onslaught of Union firepower. Yet despite the chaos and carnage, McClernand hesitated to unleash his forces, the cover of darkness shrouding his indecision. As the night wore on, both sides braced themselves for the inevitable clash to come, their fates intertwined amidst the smoke and shadows of Arkansas Post. And as the first light of dawn broke upon the blood-soaked fields, the stage was set for the final act in this harrowing saga of war and redemption. As the dawn of January 11th broke upon the blood-soaked fields of Arkansas Post, the Confederate defenders hastily completed their improvised breastworks, a last-ditch effort to fortify their crumbling defenses against the relentless advance of the Union forces. With Deschler's left flank dangerously exposed, the Confederate commander ordered the 15th Texas Cavalry to shore up the vulnerable line, their weary eyes scanning the horizon for signs of impending doom. Across the battlefield, Steele's Union Brigade, under the command of Brigadier General Charles E. Hovey, deployed in a parallel formation along Post Bayou, their footsteps echoing the march of fate as they moved to seal the Confederate fate. As the two armies braced for the inevitable clash, the air crackled with the tension of impending battle. Deschler, recognizing the gravity of the situation, hastily rearranged his men, pulling reinforcements from various units to bolster the skirmish line defending the critical flank between the 15th Texas Cavalry and Post Bayou. Meanwhile, Sherman's forces, undeterred by the Confederate preparations, pressed forward with unyielding determination. Stewart's brigade, led by the indomitable Colonel Giles A. Smith, surged forward in a double line, their hearts ablaze with the fires of vengeance as they closed in on the Confederate stronghold. As the clock ticked towards noon, the thunderous roar of cannon fire rent the air as Porter's ships unleashed a devastating barrage upon the Confederate fortifications. With precision and fury, the Union ironclads, supported by Lexington and 2 other gunboats, unleashed hellfire upon the hapless defenders, their resolve tested beneath the relentless onslaught. Amidst the chaos and carnage, the Confederate stronghold crumbled beneath the weight of Union firepower, its walls shattered and its defenders shaken to the core. Yet amidst the smoke and chaos of battle, confusion reigned supreme as the Union assault faltered in the face of unexpected resistance. With the fate of Arkansas Post hanging in the balance, Sherman's forces pressed forward, their resolve unyielding despite the mounting casualties. As the sun dipped low on the horizon, white flags of surrender fluttered in the breeze, a stark testament to the Confederate capitulation. Yet even amidst the cries of victory, the echoes of defiance lingered as Deschler, refusing to concede defeat, continued to fight on, his determination unbroken amidst the chaos of war. It was only through the intervention of Sherman himself, his words of reason piercing through the fog of battle, that Deschler finally relented, his arms laid down in submission as the Union forces claimed victory. And as the smoke cleared and the dust settled upon the blood-soaked fields, the Battle of Arkansas Post stood as a testament to the courage and sacrifice of those who fought and bled upon its storied grounds, their names etched into the annals of history for all eternity. As the dust settled and the smoke of battle dispersed, the stark reality of the Battle of Arkansas Post became painfully clear. With the surrender now complete, the Union forces tallied their spoils of war while the Confederate defenders grappled with the bitter sting of defeat. A staggering 4,791 Confederate soldiers found themselves shackled by the chains of captivity, their dreams of victory shattered amidst the debris of battle. Yet, amidst the sea of fallen comrades, the toll of war weighed heavily, with 60 Confederates lying lifeless upon the blood-soaked earth and 80 more wounded, their cries of agony echoing across the battlefield. For John A. McClernand, the architect of victory, the spoils of war were bittersweet. With 17 cannons, 3,000 stands of infantry weapons, and a trove of additional equipment seized, the Union forces reveled in their triumph, their spirits lifted by the spoils of victory. Yet, for the Confederacy, the losses at Arkansas Post were a bitter blow, with a third or fourth of their forces in Arkansas lost to the ravages of war. As the dust settled and the echoes of battle faded into the distance, McClernand's triumphant cry of "Glorious, glorious, my star is ever in the ascendant" rang out across the battlefield, a testament to the sweet taste of victory amidst the chaos of war. Yet, amidst the jubilation, the specter of disapproval loomed large. General Grant, once skeptical of the expedition's worth, now faced the harsh reality of defeat. His orders to McClernand met with skepticism and disapproval. Yet, as the dust settled and the true military value of the Arkansas Post expedition became apparent, Grant begrudgingly acknowledged the importance of the Union victory, recognizing the threat that the Confederate force at Arkansas Post posed if left unchecked. In the aftermath of the battle, McClernand's plans for further conquest were swiftly curtailed, his ambitions tempered by the hand of authority. With the Army of the Mississippi dissolved, and McClernand relegated to the role of Corps Commander under Grant's watchful eye, the tide of war shifted once more, the echoes of victory mingling with the bitter taste of defeat. And as the sun set upon the blood-soaked fields of Arkansas Post, the legacy of battle endured, a testament to the courage and sacrifice of those who fought and bled upon its storied grounds. Yet amidst the scars of war, hope still flickered, a beacon of light amidst the darkness, as the promise of peace beckoned on the horizon. To learn more about the Civil War, be sure to click on one of the playlists on your screen, and thanks for watching.